Shi and Kiara. So it's that's the blue dragon from the Kamigawa.
This card is broken.
So flying, when it enters the battlefield, draw 3 cards and put 2 on top of your library in any order. So it's a ETB Brainstorm. And when it dies, you exile the top card of your library. Target opponent loses life equal to its mana value. If it's an instant or sorcery card, you may cast it without paying its mana cost.
AKA broken.
Do you just like stack like reanimation spells on top or extra turns on top?
Either extra turns or just massive spells like Dig Through Time. You know, I know that there's ways to kill people with this commander like very fast. I think if you do like the one that makes 9 copies of this, right? I think that works, right?
Oh, right of reflection.
Yeah, because it says when it dies.
Right. Yeah.
But I don't know exactly. You know.
So we'd also probably could run all the instant or sorceries that like.
What do we want to name the commander? Yeah. It's a brainstorm with
Hidetsugu and Kairi. Ogre, demon, dragon.
And it's no more than 400, which is definitely doable. Obviously, the tutors that put things on top of this are probably busted.
You know, you just had a really good point. We should just make this like a clone deck because all the clones die, and so we get to keep our commander.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the clones are better than reanimating for sure. Like maybe like some reanimate. Like maybe we could play some of the high-costed ones. Like I don't know, or maybe Rise from the Dark Realms is fun. But I think this is trying to be more busted. Like some of the delve things and extra turns for sure.
Oh yeah, there's some really cool stuff that we could run there, like just big spells.
And obviously we could just make a budget-ass land base because we're not really gonna need it in a 2-color deck.
Land base is usually pretty cheap.
Yeah, but regardless, we can play all the budget shit and just put all the money in the deck. Because, like, I want Vampiric Tutor, Scheming Symmetry, like, Sensei's top, but what are we going to name? Off the top.
Off the top? Okay. Take it.
Alright, so we need Hidetsugu. Anything that can put things on the top.
Well, definitely, like, Brainstorm itself is just for, like, that one time.
Oh, 100%. And Sensei's top is probably insane in this deck.
Scroll Rack, which isn't too bad now. Still expensive, but it's a lot better. Because Scroll Rack just lets you keep setting up your top however you want.
Let me look at Mystical Tutor.
Oh, yeah. Just Mystic Tutor is something on top as well.
$7. Scheming Symmetry. This is a deck that I would actually want to play Scheming Symmetry in because it's busted in this deck. Hold on. Right there. Okay. Let's look at Vampiric Tutor's price. Also, can you look up the blue guy that puts an instant sorcery on the top of your deck? He's a creature. He's busted in this deck. Vampiric Tutor's 30.
Let's hold off on that for now. Like, because remember, that's a decent chunk of it. It puts an instant sorcery on top of your deck.
Yeah, it's a blue creature that's like 4 mana. I wanted to put it in Paco Haldan because it seems really good in there. Also, Archmage Emeritus. This is probably like a good like instant sorcery stuff as well. Archmage probably going to be good. Probably Jin as well. Yo, look at the price of Capture Jingzhou. Oh my god.
Wait, where is it?
Right there, $14.
Wow.
That's amazing. I'm so glad about that. This Jin I'm talking about. And maybe this one. The one that copies instant sorceries, we'll see. And I'm actually, because we're probably going to play a lot of extra turn spells, right? So
It
capture.
depends. We want to go that way.
I'd say we probably want that because we're trying to kill them immediately. This might end up being a storm deck. We'll see. It could be like a tendrils or we have Sensei's top. We can play Bolus the Citadel, right? Also, Bolus the Citadel is just good with the commander because it gains life, right? Shouldn't we just play Citadel and Aetherflux?
Well, I mean, I don't like those as much because we're probably not going to combo off as much as just getting like a big free spell a turn. And like, also, we have a lot of really expensive spells. We're going to have to pay a lot of life to make Bolus of Citadel work. I think we only get to.
You may cast it without paying its mana cost. Oh my god, that is so stupid.
Yeah, but it's only if it's instant or sorcery, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So I can't find this one
right.
creature you're
I'm just trying
of.
to. I'm just trying to think of like a win con or hold on. So blue creature that puts instant and sorcery.
There's one that does it from the graveyard.
That's the one I'm
graveyard.
talking about.
Oh, Aquatic Alchemist.
I'm talking about the one from the graveyard.
Oh, I thought you're like from your hand on
No,
top or
no,
something.
no. That's the one I'm talking about.
Yeah, Aquatic Alchemist.
It's really good in that deck. This thing?
Yeah, so it's you put target instant sorcery from your graveyard on top of your library, and then whenever you cast your first instant spell, it gets whatever, but you don't really care. It's just the 3 mana.
No, there's a creature that does it.
Well, that is a creature. It's just a spell.
No, I'm talking about like an ETB.
No,
because an ETB would be better, because then we can make copies of it. Oh, hold on. I do want to still add this card probably though, because that effect seems good. Not that. Nope. I know it got printed because when it got printed, I showed it to there's somebody who had
what's the land that does it?
Mystic Sanctuary? I remember showing the creature to him and being like, wow, this is really good with that commander because it puts it on top. I know it exists. I'm not crazy.
I think you're crazy. No. It probably exists somewhere.
That's it. Well, Meld Web Curator. 4 mana, 3/4. When it enters the battlefield, put 1 target instant sorcery card from your graveyard on top of your library.
There we go. Okay.
There we go.
So, like, cards like Quasi Duplicate seem really cool because that's
Right of Replication as well.
Yeah.
And then, so hold on. So, Quasi Duplicate, definitely. Oh, God. Okay, Quasi Duplicate. What's the other one we like?
We like
That has flashback?
Crackling Counterpart.
Yeah, that's it.
We actually have a new one. It's called Self Reflection. But the first half is more expensive.
Isn't there a frog one, too?
There's a lot of copies.
Wait, no, we don't want the one that makes it non-legendary. Because Arrhenius doesn't make sense, right?
Yeah, no, because
we want it to die. All right, so Crackling Counterpart. Hold on. Oh, you know what's good in this deck? Sublime Epiphany.
Yeah. Mnemonic Deluge, which is the exile target insert a sorcery card from your graveyard, copy it 3 times. You may cast the copies without paying their mana costs. It's a 9-drop. It's something you definitely play off the top.
We definitely want Delve stuff, so Dig Through Time.
Yeah.
Treasure Cruise. And probably some of the extra turn spells.
Anamontu's Augury is really cool.
Yes, we definitely want that. That spells stupid.
I'm just looking through all the like copy stuff. Like C double is another one.
Yes, we want a lot of copy stuff.
Yeah, mirror image. Oh, looking for Anamontu's Augury.
Why is it not?
It's Aminatos. I don't know. Amina.
There we go.
Yeah.
And
I never
then
know how
C
to
double.
pronounce her name. Which is a cool. So the spell itself can't be copied.
Isn't there a frog one that just got printed that you make a copy of something, but it's a frog? Or is that green?
Might be green.
I think it's green. I think it's Simic. But yeah, I showed this to Tim, and I'm like, this seems really stupid in this deck.
Yeah, we could run Breach the Multiverse.
What is that?
Breach the Multiverse. Each player mills 10 cards, and for each player, you choose a creature, planeswalker in their graveyard, and you put in the play under your control. They become Phyrexians, which is cool because if they're already in the graveyard, like our clones when they die, we're at least getting a clone out of it, and then we could steal 3 other creatures potentially. Oh, Tom.
Week.
What's the Black Dominus? Doesn't that copy Death Triggers?
Doesn't it? Hold on.
If it's look at the Dominus.
When a Hidetsugu dies, exile the...
That is a Death Trigger.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it does.
That's kind of cool. So as I'm reading him, there is one thing we had to keep in mind with him is that if you hit whatever you hit, if it's not an instant or sorcery, it stays in exile. Because you exile it, and then if it's instant or sorcery, then you may cast it. If not, you just exile it and burn them for damage.
Mm-hmm.
So we gotta be careful with like how many non-spells we put in here, and like making sure we have a setup. Is there any other good things?
Maybe
that, like,
Helm of the Host?
Well, because then they don't die.
Oh, right, yeah.
But I guess the ETB does brainstorm.
No, I mean, most of the cards we're probably just going to play a lot of card draw. Is this a Ponder deck?
It might be.
I feel
this
like...
actually might weirdly be like a Scry X top of deck.
How are we going to, like, win? What do we want to do here? Do we just want to play Aetherflux and have top Citadel Aetherflux?
I was gonna say we could just burn them with damage because it's each opponent or target opponent.
Target opponent.
So it'd be probably hard to kill that way. Oh, you know we could play, Tom. We could play Displacer Kitten because we could blink our commander after like we play it like an instant or sorcery, so that it re-enters and then we could reset the top.
Okay.
Do you think we should have maybe one sack outlet?
Should it be like a land or something?
Yeah, maybe.
Or is there any loops that we don't know about?
Well, I mean, there's always black reanimation, Shenane loops. You got rights of replication in there, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, Enter the Infinite. Wow. Yeah, you can just do that. Oh my god. That is stupid and... Yeah, why would you not? That's just a one card you win. You just have to play Jace and...
No, I completely forgot the clone effects. When they enter as copies, so it does trigger the effect.
The draw and then the die, yeah.
But
Yeah.
can you stack it that way? Because like, doesn't legend roll happen, and then the death trigger goes on the stack? But I guess the ETB effect would be in the stack at that same point.
Mm-hmm.
Because before trigger abilities even resolve, you have to sacrifice the state-based action, and then because you choose which one you
Seagate.
want,
Seagate's good too.
and then so you can I think you can set that up, right?
I don't know.
I'm sure it probably does.
Oh, glass pull mimic for sure. Because it's just a land.
Wizards, please.
Let's see if they got any combos that I don't know about. What is this one? Explosive Singularity? What is that? Well, hold on. That's a red card, so that doesn't do anything. What is this? I guess Enter the Infinite is like our best card to win, right? So
Yeah,
we
could. Yeah.
we should probably play like Jace.
Okay, yeah, so it does work. Yeah, I was checking how rulings with the state-based actions. Yeah, so I guess that's why clones do work really well with it, because it does. They both basically go on the stack at the same time. And
This is
so
definitely a Thassa's Oracle deck, I think.
yeah, so you definitely get to set the trigger how you want. So that's actually, maybe we don't need like brainstorm as much as we think we do, because if every time we clone we get to brainstorm anyway.
Right, but I feel like Brainstorm is just a good card in a deck that you play cards off the top for free, right?
Also, let's not forget that we're also still going +1 card every time we clone too. So it's like a draw card and a free spell every time he dies.
Is there any clones that we're missing in these cards?
Yeah, there's a lot more if you want me to go through them.
Wait, shouldn't we be playing ETB? Should we be playing ETB doublers? No, probably not. I don't think that really does anything for us.
Yeah, because it's just brainstorm twice.
What about
so
Thorn? What about Thorn naming like our commander, or sorry, the
drone?
Yeah,
we totally could. Oni Demon Dragon.
But that doesn't work with the die trigger, right? Like, what do we? I don't think brainstorming twice really does a lot. So I don't.
It's like one. It's like one extra card that we get. So anyway, we got. Do we get mirror image?
So knowing that, well, I think Vampiric Tutor is actually kind of important with getting. Okay, so mirror image.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go through all the clones. We can cut some out if we need to.
Dude, what about playing? If we're gonna play, like, a mass amount of things that target our commander, what about playing the guy that when he gets targeted, you make a copy? The problem is it doesn't work with this, but it works with all the instant sorceries that copy.
Yeah, but then he just becomes, I guess, another copy and then dies. Anyway,
Yeah, but that's like doubling your ETBs, right?
Well, no, doesn't he? Wouldn't he die because he becomes a copy, doesn't? And so he would just, or who do you think? Wait, which guy are you talking about?
I'm talking about what's the blue guy that if you target one of your permanents, you make a copy of it?
Well, I think he becomes a copy.
No, he makes a copy of it, Derek.
Oh, you mean the
He's
commander?
so much better than that. Yeah.
Or Orvar?
Orvar. If we're making like a ton of copies, this is just doubling up on all of those. Because as long as it's not Glass Pull Mimic, as long as it targets, if you target one or more permanent, doesn't say non-legendary. So if we target our commander with Rite of Replication, that's just a free one.
Okay, yeah, I like that.
That seems broken. I mean, we're gonna mostly play copies. So wait, what was the one that you said before? I just want to make sure I got it.
Wait, mirror image?
Mirror image, yes.
Faded
Did I get it?
Infatuation.
Is it a what is it? An instant or sorcery?
It's a creature actually.
Oh, it's a creature.
Yeah, it's one of the clones. I don't
think
see
it's
it there.
I think it's right here.
Oh, that's just different artwork for it.
Yes, I think we want to try to mostly play instant sorceries that do it.
Yeah. Faded Infatuation is actually an instant version. It's just if it's your turn, you get the scry.
We'll make the decision about Orvar after, if it's enough, like targeting. But we'll see.
You can play Clone Legion, which is a
is
it's
this
a
the
9-drop.
cipher? Isn't there a cipher one, Derek? That's like 6
Maybe.
mana. Oh, Clone Legion's kind of funny.
Oh, this is a cool one. Check this out. It's not really a copy, but it's called Necromantic Selection. So you destroy all creatures, then you return a creature from your graveyard in the battlefield.
Derek, this is one of the only cards that can steal commanders, I believe.
Oh yeah, because you have to resolve the effect before you get the choose.
You have to resolve the whole card first. So it's destroy all creatures and return a creature from the graveyard this way to the battlefield under your control, all in one line of text.
Yeah. So we have Mirage Mockery. Stolen Identity is the 6-mana cipher one.
Does that work with I think it does, because I think we had Stolen Identity in the deck.
Yeah, because you do cast it. You may cast a copy of this card without paying its mana cost.
Yeah, but it targets and makes a creature, right?
Yeah,
so it works.
Create token.
It works with this. Okay.
Replication Technique just makes a copy of a target. Create a token that's a copy of target permanent you control. It could be any permanent.
That seems stupid.
I mean, we could also run the Undying Malice, not dead after all cards. That if they would die, you return them.
I want Nexus. Hold on to that. Next. Oh. Undying Malice. That's the next one. Oh, what? What the hell is that?
It's just Secret Lair.
I'm not gonna.
You know those 1-mana black cards. If they would die, you return them to the battlefield. Because if ever we need to actually just kill our commander, or if it's gonna,
I think I just want to play the land. That does it. Valakir. Because I think I like the. Actually, this still does work with Orvar because it targets a creature.
Yeah. And it's funny, actually,
but the problem is, how are we killing our commander? Right? They would have to attack.
Check this out. Right, this. Orvar's in play. We use this. We target our commander. When we make the copy, we kill our commander. Oh no, because the effect hasn't resolved yet. We wouldn't get it back. Never mind.
Okay, so I think just Malakar Rebirth is fine. Because I think it's not bad, but I think the copies are better, and Rebirth seems fine.
We could run Time Stretch, 10 mana, take two turns.
Why would we not? I think we should be playing a lot of the extra turn spells. It's $3 now?
Yep, it's had like 5 reprints recently. It's probably the most budget extra turn card now.
What the fuck? Dude, I can't tell any of these arts.
We could also say Rise
hold
of the Eldra.
Hold on. Where's Nexus of Fate? I can't. It's not a sorcery. That's why. There we go. All right. Jesus Christ. Wait, is the Secret Lair cheaper? Hold on. No, it's the same. Okay. We got to look at the price. 214. We're good. We're playing extra turns, baby. What's the Delve one?
Oh, Temporal Trespass, if I remember correctly.
We're playing as many as we can. Time Stretch.
Oh, we just did Time Stretch.
What's the 5-mana one? Time Warp?
It's Time Warp and
How much is Time Warp? Whoa.
Yo, Tom, Rise of the Eldrazi is an extra turn spell. You just need Colorless to play it, or our commander to play it. that's a card. But the thing is,
How
it
much
gets
is
so bad.
Jace, the Mind Sculptor? Let's look. Going in
Yo,
for
is
now.
this randomly? Maybe we could storm. Maybe this should be a Mind's Desire deck. Because if we keep hitting clones off the top, we could actually kind of go off. And if we hit Mind's Desire, and then we get the storm, we could actually like go pretty deep. Like go like 7 or 8 cards and just keep finding like our cloning spells.
Seems good to me.
I forgot about this. An extravagant replication. At the beginning of your upkeep, create a token that's a copy of another target non-land permanent you own. So that's a free trigger of our commander every turn. And do we just run like protection spells from here on out?
Yep.
We have like our combo.
Do we want some draw?
Well,
like,
I guess we probably could have a few. Our commander is kind of a draw, but like
it's probably good to have some.
Yeah.
Is there any other draw your whole deck? Like, should we be playing like Peer into the Abyss or something? Or there isn't really another way to draw your whole deck, I guess. I mean, if we also want to be those dicks, we could just play Demonic Consultation. I mean, that would be really rough with the land base and a Dimir deck. But, I mean, it's doable. But I don't think we should. Because, I mean, we are in the colors for Thoracle.
Mm-hmm.
All right, how much money we got left? Oh, I'm putting Vampiric Tutor in. We're not even at 300. This will be at 300. Are there any more extra turn spells that we missed?
Oh, well, I mean, I think there's a few. There's the was it Temporal Mastery is the one that you Miracle one.
Oh, we have to play that one. He's a brainstorm, Derek.
There's also Beacon of Tomorrows, which constantly shuffles itself back into the deck as an 8-drop.
That seems good.
You can also run Sahili's Artistry. It's another copy spell that's actually kind of decent.
Oh, I like that one. Didn't we get a new one that's better? Right? We got a new one that's less mana, right?
Self-Reflection is the flashback one we just got.
There's another Sahili's Artistry that I'm not remembering the name of right now.
Oh, is it the one that has Entwine?
Wait, hold on. Self-Reflection. Did that save? Hold on, it just gave me the error. Alright, remember Self-Reflect. Hold on, how many cards do we have in the deck right now? 57. 56. It just didn't add Self-Reflection. It might have Entwine? I think it's the same mana cost, but people said it's better.
So that's Self-Reflection.
So we definitely want counter spells. We should. I feel like this is an
We can run Ingaruk's Wake is another card that's pretty beefy.
I'm trying to remember the name of this card. I think it's like that. Yes, this thing. I want a creature that when it enters, it adds an instant sorcery to our hand because we have a lot of copies. What did you say, Derek? What was the card you said? Shipwreck.
It was Ingaruk's Wake.
Oh, I have that.
Oh, okay.
I added that already.
Actually, wait.
Let's check the price.
Oh, what about Kairi, the Swirling Sky, like the dragon that's in our commander? Because when it dies, you can mill 6 cards, then return up to 2 instant or sorceries from your graveyard to your hand. So we could just, as a turn, maybe for a turn, make a copy of it instead to get some stuff back. I mean, it's a little bit. I guess we have to work towards a little bit more. But...
No, I think I'd just rather have the ones with the ETB. Because I don't think we need to do that. I think this card's going to be insane, by the way, because it can put the cards that are copying it. It can put those cards back on top, right? So I think some shit's going to happen there. I 100% want a Swarm Intelligence. Wait, hold on. If we enter the infinite, that just kills us, right? With Swarm Intelligence out? Oh, it says draw equal to the number of cards in your library, then put a card back. So it doesn't. Okay, just making sure. So we need Swarm Intelligence in this deck. That's our only good constant way to copy everything. Other than Jin once per turn, you know? Okay, so I got Counterspell, Arcane Denial. Let's get Disallow. We're at 320, so we're doing good right now. So Disallow, Sublime Epiphany. Should we play some Interaction? Probably not. Probably just Counterspells for this kind of deck.
Yeah.
I want to try to fit Fierce Guardianship, because this deck's really going to want it. Though. Alright, maybe board.
No, we're already getting kind of close. Remember, we have to get lands in still.
Yes, and also Mana Rocks, because we need a lot of mana for this deck. So let's...
Or potentially none at all.
No, we're playing some. We have to have at least some ramp. I'm thinking Solemn Simulacrum to make copies of. Right? That seems good. What about, like, just playing Muldrifter? Does that seem stupid?
I guess at worst comes to worst, we could always just make a copy of it.
As like a way to draw things? No. I'll put it in the maybe board. For now.
Arcane Denial.
I'm also going to put Peregrine Drake in the maybe board. Just as ideas. Is there anything that we're missing? Like, is there anything in blue that, like, makes more copies of stuff that we're forgetting? Like, when you make copies?
There's a lot. There's a lot of copy stuff. It just...
No, things that make more. Like, was there any blue gods that, like, help with the copies or anything?
No.
That were printed?
Because that's more of a white and green, because they're token copies, so, like, that's all on their side.
You know what would be a really funny draw card in this deck, Derek? What's the enchantment that you name a creature type and you draw every time one of them comes in?
Oh, you mean the...
Kindred Discovery?
Yeah,
would that
Kindred
be
Discovery.
insane to run in this deck?
We gotta be careful. We actually do have to be careful with how much we draw, because we actually want to make sure
Is this a main, though? Nope.
No, it's not. So remember, we don't want to draw too much, because we do, but unless we're kind of winning, because we do want to make sure our setups are good, because if we draw too much, it's going to be really hard for us to continuously keep our setup going. Because if, like, we put two things on top,
what about
and then we
Phyrexian
have
Arena
to draw
or
6 cards.
What about, like, Phyrexian Arena, Black Market Connections, anything like that? Do you want to play any of that?
See, I like those early game, but in a deck like this, I kind of don't like them later game. I don't know if we need them.
Arcane Denial.
Because it's not. This isn't like a grindy deck. This is. I feel like this might be more of a pop-off deck.
Arcane. Decanter. Thought Missile. Do you want me to cut Aether Flux and Boluses, or do you want to keep them?
I think we could cut them. I don't think that's this deck.
Okay, so what other mana ramp do we want to play? Like a Gilded Lotus? Because we do want to be able to cast some stuff. Do we want to try like a Throne? Because we're only
actually,
a 2-color deck?
So Gildos, you said what?
Like the throne, like the because we're only a 2-color deck. It's definitely possible that we can have 3 basics.
That's an expensive card. We're getting really close to our without even putting lands in. We should
No,
try
we're
and like
we're
put more.
$100 off.
Yeah, lands.
Right, but we can play like really budget because it's only 2 colors, and we are large majority blue. We still need to do some more. Why is Command Tower not coming?
So we got our Arcane Signet, right?
Yes, and we can do the Underground River. We need a Reliquary Tower.
Definitely Mystic Sanctuary.
Yes, I got that. Island.
And I would love Phyrexian Tower, but I think that's going to be pushing it.
Swamp.
We could probably.
Let me look up how much Phyrexian Tower is. If not, we could just play High Market.
It's like $30. Yeah, typing Phyrexian isn't going to help you much anymore.
And then
Underground River is kind of cheap.
I got that one.
Shipwreck Marsh.
We could play High Market.
Stuck in the Hollow. Yo, Morphic Pool is more expensive than Watery Grave right now. Oh, you know what? I think because we're getting the Ravnica, I think all the shock lands are going down, aren't they? I want to look that up real quick. God, it's so bright. Why doesn't TCG Player have a dark mode?
I don't know.
Blinding me over here.
Okay, I got Watery Grave and Morphic Pool. Definitely Myriad Landscape.
Sunken Ruins is the filter land.
I don't think we need Urborg. This deck barely fucking plays black.
Yeah, it's like a splash of black. Like we actually really don't have any black spells in there.
No, it's very small. Here we can look. 13. But look at this converted mana cost, Derek. Look at this.
Yeah.
Oh my good lord.
Wait, Tommy, want to play Shadow of Mortality as a 15 drop to ping someone for 15? It's it's the 7/7 creature.
No.
You know what could be kind of cool? Hey, Tom, think about what about Reality Chip that lets us play off the top of our deck? Because we constantly are messing with the top of the deck, and maybe we're struggling with maybe we don't want to.
Okay, here's my problem with Reality Chip. Actually, I guess we'll always have our commander, but we're playing 13 creatures, and might even end up cutting some, because this deck doesn't want to have a lot of creatures. I think I would prefer to put the Bullets to Citadel back in than play Reality Chip.
You want to put maybe just some more black removal spells? Oh.
Well, we should finish our land base before we choose to put anything else in.
So we got Morphic Water Grave. I know you're not a big fan of the Taint. We could just run a passive Ancestry just for the hell of it. Because we don't really have a lot of good lands after that. We have the Bicycle land.
Reflecting Pool, I guess.
Yeah, isn't that expensive?
No. $6.
We're budgeting, so we had to fit
what's the flip land? The Pathway?
Clearwater Pathway. We could. Oh, you know what? What about the Temple land? We'll scry just to help us set up our top a little bit more.
Oh, that actually makes sense. Yeah. Which one is this one? Deceit?
Yeah, Deceit.
Okay. Anything else cute we're missing?
Dragon's Horde. because our commander is a dragon, and we're gonna keep making copies, so it's gonna keep putting counters on it, and we can always remove it to either draw a card or make mana, and it just makes mana. So at worst, at best it's a mana rock. At worst, a draw. That's actually kind of cute.
Cool.
What about Halimar Depths as a land that lets us like do the top 3? I know that could be a little bit awkward sometimes if it's like early game, but you know.
Okay, I put in 3 MDFCs. Actually, I think we have 4. Because we also have Malakir.
Yeah, we're probably gonna have a lot of basic islands, right?
Yes, we have to.
Yeah. What about like Choked Estuary? Or did we get that one?
We could do.
Because it's the one you have to reveal. But if we're gonna probably, because there isn't a lot of other dual lands in Dimir, without going into like just tapped lands, which I don't really care for. So we'll probably definitely have. Same thing with like Sunken Hollow. We'll definitely have enough basics to make it work.
Castle.
Mm-hmm.
Castle Ventress. Definitely will come up. Alright, I think the rest is basics.
Oh, Mirror Pool is the land that copies. Because it either copies an instant or sorcery, or it makes a copy of a creature. I think they have it as one word, yeah.
Hold on, let me read it again. The problem is you have to have colorless to use it.
Oh, right, you're right. We could cut that then. True.
I mean, we might randomly, like, end up having enough, but I think we should...
Do we have the Talisman of Dominance?
Hold on, let's finish this land base. So we have 4 MDFCs. Probably do it like that, I guess?
Yeah, even our commander is only 1 black. So, like, it's literally just the splashiest of splash.
I think that should be fine. Yeah. So that's 35?
Oh, you know what? I didn't think about this time. You know what we could totally run? A creature we can run here. It's actually a new creature. Bloodletter of Alzazat. If an opponent would lose life during your turn, they lose twice that much instead.
Ooh. I like that.
It's like that demon, except it's only a 4-drop, but it's a 2/4, so it's not as big. Bloodletter, yeah, that dude.
Cool.
It is only during your turn, though, so if, like, our dude dies off turn, it doesn't trigger, but, I mean...
Does Archfiend work off our turn?
I think Archfiend is just any time, yeah.
Not Depravity. What is he called? Archfiend of what?
Despair. No, was it Despair? Beginning of the end step. Yeah, so that's always up.
Do we want to play that or no?
How much is he?
$11.
Mm.
No, we can't even fit it. We're actually like right at the
cusp.
So we actually have to add a card, which is good because we need more ramp. So, what are the
Talisman? There's Talisman of Dominance, or
yes.
We could do like a.
I think with the amount of islands that we have in our deck, we can make Scepter of Eternity work. 100%. Is it called Scepter of Eternity?
It's like spelt funny. It's like a scepter of something, but it's spelt differently because it's spelt the Warhammer way.
Maybe I'm remembering it wrong.
I know what you're talking about. It's.
I found it. Eternal Glory.
Yeah, see how it's spelled weird?
You know what? Let me look at the lands again. Let's look at the black. We don't really have like a ton of draw. Also, do you want to?
Well, you said our commander is
This
kind of
also
like our
kinda-
draw engine.
Yeah.
And we have a few random draw cardy stuff.
Yeah, like Archmage, Jin Gitaxis. Like we said, our commander kind of does it. What other? Is there any other rant we want to run? It can't cost that much. Do we want a Talisman?
Dominance. It's another mana rock.
There is also the Throne of the King, or the.
But that thing one's actually kind of expensive though.
Right.
You have to like cut one card.
Is there anything stupid that we're missing?
There's always things that could be missing.
How's it going on streaming? I think you're both busy. Oh, hey, sorry.
Yeah, sorry, we were focused. I didn't see you there.
Yeah.
My bad.
Hello.
Hello.
Is there any other enchantments we want to play?
Enchantments.
Also, maybe we want to play like a Diabolic Tutor. Because this deck is just like trying to win. It might just want more tutors, you know? Is there any like broken tutors we can play? Like 5-mana ones?
Endless Evil's a funny card. Enchant creature at the beginning of your upkeep, create a token that's a copy of the enchanted creature, except it's a 1/1, but then it just dies. And then whenever the enchanted creature itself dies, you put the if that creature was a horror, it's not a horror, so we don't get it back. But that's just a 1/1 kill trigger for free.
Hi, sorry we didn't see you there, Lily.
Yeah, our bad.
Mm-hmm. Alright, also, isn't just Diabolic better than Solve the Equation, right? Or we should just play all of them because this deck kind of needs it? I kind of want to play Diabolic Tutor.
Diabolic gets anything, right? And we could potentially just hit for 4 with it, I guess.
But is there a more broken one that I'm not thinking of? Like, is there like a 5-mana one? Like, do we want like
There's the 5-mana one that gives you 3 black mana if it has Spell Mastery. I forgot what it was called.
Yeah, wouldn't that be good in this deck?
But it adds 3 black mana.
I know, but it's mana, you know. I mean, what is it called?
I have to look it up real quick.
Dark Beginnings or something? Dark Betrayal, is that it? No.
1 second. It's called Dark Petition. 5 mana. It's got Grizzlebrand on it. Yeah, if there are 2 more instant or sorcery cards in your graveyard, you add 3 black to your mana pool.
Yeah, that's so easy in this deck. Is there any more counters or draw we want to play? Is this like... No, we can't really fit fetches. I was gonna say, like, should we play like fetch lands? But no, honestly.
Nah. We have a high mana cost. We don't want to thin the deck of lands and not draw them.
Is there any more ramp? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're still like very light on ramp. I guess if you count Myriad, that's 10.
It's still kind of low. We like our deck is very much on the big side, but we do. But the thing is, we can always put it on top of our deck and keep the small stuff in our hand.
Mm-hmm.
Does
this deck want a Reclamation? Phyrexian Reclamation?
No, not. We don't have enough creatures to really make it matter.
Bless you.
Thank you.
I'm also going to put Rise of the Dark Realms in the maybe board. That's a fun card. Oh, what was the one you said? This one?
Oh,
did
yeah.
Did I end up putting that in? Is that in there?
The thing is, we need 3 colorless to cast it, so the only way we can ever cast it really is probably off our commander.
Mm-hmm.
I see it up there in the scroll up. It's in the. You did put it in there in the sorcery.
Do we want to try to make it work?
All right, look how many colorless sources we have.
But remember, like, we don't have to cast it.
It's very true. We can always just brainstorm it on top.
1, 2, 3.
Our mana rocks.
4, 5, 6.
It's not a lot. We would literally have to be off of our commander then, unless we put in like a Thran Dynamo, which I kind of like a Thran Dynamo.
Also, we have so many ways to put it on the top of the library. You know.
Yeah.
Also, maybe Ponder can.
Yeah, now I realize that we could set the triggers with our commander. I don't think those are as important. I just want to give it a whirl where... Oh, they cut 3 more cards.
Okay, what's the worst ones?
The worst ones in here... what's funny we could do with Scheming Symmetry? Is we could see Scheming Symmetry to get the Rise of the Dark... the thing that mills everybody at the top of their deck, so whatever they search for, they don't get anyway.
That's
and if it's a creature, we just like, oh, I like this creature you tutored for. It's mine now.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of want to keep all the instant and sorcery stuff. We do have 2 board wipes. My one nose, only one side of my nose has been stuffy, and it's really weird and annoying.
I want to swap this one with Time Warp, because Time Warp targets. Now that they're only $3 off from each other, temporal manipulation.
¿Por qué no los dos?
You just want to play all of them?
Yeah, let's go.
But the problem is we're at our budget limit.
We take out the Vamp Tutor. We take out the Vamp Tutor. Look at that space.
We need that.
We don't need it.
It's too fucking good. It just puts...
It's good. It's literally good in every single deck.
Right, but this puts Enter the Infinite on top. We kill our commander, the game ends. We just get our Thassa's Oracle, the game ends. It's a 1 card, the game ends.
Yeah, but where's the fun in that? Let's have fun with
Derek,
it.
This is the best. Well, this isn't a deck that's trying to have fun, Derek. This is just trying to win as quickly as possible.
Okay.
This isn't like... Does this look like fun to you? Well, you're blue.
For me?
Yes, it's fun for you.
It's like, watch me play Solitaire.
Mm-hmm. This stuff. Hmm. Hmm. What do we want to cut? Well, what looks the worst?
I think the expensive copy spells like replication technique
Maybe
to get it to
this
cost.
too.
No, because that could get literally everything if we really need like a big copy, or if we just take a copy of our opponent's field. Remember, they don't go away.
Mm-hmm.
So we could, in turn, just make a copy of our entire opponent's entire board if we really need to. So I like the added utility.
I'm
That's why
thinking this. The breach.
you want to get rid. Okay, yeah. Sometimes we'll just miss with it,
Also,
and I think
we don't really need it. Like I think we're just gonna win.
and replication technique's also the other one that's kind of myth for me because it's 5 mana. It's one of the more expensive ones that doesn't have an alternate like use to it really because the demonstrate you have to give it to your opponent, and I don't like that.
Yeah, I don't like that either. All
So
right.
like
I
at
also
most,
want to see how many targeting copies we have. So we have
I think all of
one.
them.
This technically counts because we can get one. So
If it's an instant or
So
sorcery,
three.
it's targeted because you have to have
Yes.
a target copy
So one,
for the
two,
spell to
three.
resolve.
4, 5, 6, 7. 8, 9, 10, 11.
You do target it when you first equip
12.
it. Does it work with like creature, like mirror image?
No, because it says when you cast an instant or sorcery.
Gotcha.
Uh, I mean, it still seems fine, maybe? I don't know.
Because remember, we also have a lot of spell recursion to keep doing it, and
Mm-hmm.
and like our whole deck kind of wants to do that, and some of them have multiple, like three of them have flashback abilities. Another one has cipher, so
Mm-hmm.
they can potentially happen more. And like I said, with the way, and or if we have like a swarm intelligence, so it could definitely be a thing. Though if we need to cut one more card, we could cut mirror image, but as the next one because it's a creature version, and we're not really running any of the reanimation. God, I love that artwork though. So that puts us up to
I
that
actually
should be
kind of love these. The ones that put stuff on top. It seems really good.
yeah.
Do we? I still think we need more ramp. I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you.
We
I
need
think
5, and that's it.
you think.
Well, we need 5 mana. I mean, we play our commander. We get, and don't forget Solemn. I forgot we had
Also,
Solemn
like,
in
should
there.
we be playing any instant sorcery reducers? I counted
Nah.
Solemn. We have 9 sources of ramp.
Well,
It's
we
1,
had
2, 3,
Talisman.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then Myriad, and that's it. But I mean, we are going to abuse this Solemn. Like, if we need to tutor a Solemn and make a bunch of copies of it, that'll happen. I think we're also going to weirdly draw a good amount because our commander does go +1 every time.
Let's take a try. Let's see how it feels.
Okay. We might be a little ramp
And
short.
look, we're 20 cents under the limit.
This is not a keep.
Yeah.
It's got literally nothing going on.